Hey there, everybody. Welcome to day one of the 5-day foundational magic series. The whole point of this series is to give you little things that you can do in your day to day life that don't take a lot of extra time or effort and put intention into them to make them magical. And apparently, Voxer's going to be obnoxious, so I apologize for that. Um, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I have so many friends and clients, and they want to start bringing a little more of that magical energy into their lives, but they're either not ready to jump in with rituals and spells and all this, or they don't feel like they have the money to invest in the tools and the crystals and all this stuff that is super fun and we love but is not actually necessary. Or number three, they are still very closeted about wanting to be more magical, wanting to do more spiritual work, things like that. So for a lot of people, you still have to be kind of muggle friendly, to put it in kind of a fun way. So, how do you start bringing more of this good energy into your life without it being time consuming, expensive, or obvious? And it is possible. And I totally condone being, putting some time into it and letting it be obvious. But for a lot of people, it's just not where we're at this point. And that is fine. I was there at one point as well. And years later, I kind of realized what I was doing, that I was bringing that intention and energy and magic and witchiness to a degree into my life without letting anyone else see it. So I think a lot of us, that's where we start. So, with that said, the first thing I wanted to talk about was taking out the trash. And this was one of those things that I happened upon kind of accidentally. As with most of these things, these were things that I realized had a very good energetic effect on my life. And with just pushing a little more intention into them, I could exponentially charge them, I guess you could say. And they had a lot more impact on my life. So taking out the trash kind of became a cathartic thing. Um, Basically, it's one of those things that when I get upset about something, I want the trash taken out. I'm like, you know and I'm just gonna preface this by saying Corey and I rarely have disagreements. We don't have a lot of pissy moments in our house, but when we have them, I am like the type that wants to see something get done, just do something. And that's sometimes to me, that's sometimes to him. It depends on the situation, obviously. But I discovered that when I was feeling pissed off, especially if I didn't even really know why, I was just being cranky or tired or hormonal, and it just felt like the energy levels in the house had just gone down considerably. What I would do is take the trash out. I would collect up trash just to clean up the space a little bit, and either I would take it out just so I could walk outside, be by myself for just a minute and take it off the property, or I would ask him to take it out and would feel like the house got cleansed a little bit. So over time, I started taking that and putting a little more effort and intention into it and going, okay, I'm just gonna sweep up the crappy energy in my house and put it in the dustpan and put it in the trash. Okay, no, I don't want this in my house anymore because the energy of my house is shit and I have a feeling that it's accumulating. So you almost sweep it out of your house like you would take a broom and sweep dirt out of your house. And I would sweep it up, I would put it in the trash can, I would tie the trash up and stay there. And then one of us would take it out. And almost inevitably, the whole vibe of the house just, I don't want to say came down a couple notches, but it kind of depends on where you are. See, when I get pissy, the energy of my house starts coming up, but not in a good way. It feels very tense. And so as soon as the trash would go out, it's like, okay, I can breathe again. I feel a little bit better. So this is it. I consider it a minor cleansing ritual. It's not a big thing like saging the house. It's not noisy like going through with a bell. It's very quick, it's very easy, and it gives you that slight sense of accomplishment, just trash got taken out. You can feel good about that. So I took this kind of cathartic thing and just put a little more effort and intention into it, and all of a sudden it became a minor cleansing ritual. And this is the sort of thing that nobody has to know you're doing. Like, Corey has no idea when I'm doing that. And it's not that I hide it from him. It's just so subtle that he doesn't realize that it's like I'm sending the shit energy out with the trash. And the best part about where we live right now is our trash can is actually not even on our property. It's on the other side of the alley behind our house, so that the truck just goes down and grabs everybody's off the same side of the street, of the alley. So, like, for me, that's even better. Like, I can take this bag and it's not even on my property anymore. And that's not to say I'm making it someone else's problem. I've actually thought about like putting a teeny tiny sigil on my trash can as like a bad stuff is contained here, so that there's no chance of leakage. But yeah, that is just a very quick, easy, simple, subtle thing that you can do with a couple minutes of time, because it doesn't have to take any more time than you would normally take to take out the trash. So I will normally go to my son's room or my room, because they're both on the far end of the house, grab the trash out of my bedroom or his room, and kind of like, okay, I'm just going to start sweeping. Like, I'm going to take all the crappy energy from this room and I'm going to sweep it into my trash can and get it out of my bedroom. I'm going to do the same thing in Titus's room. I actually need to do this in Brahm's room. He does not have a designated trash can in his room right now. So I've had to make like a conscious effort that it's like I have to like reach in and sweep that energy out. Normally I take his energy, I sweep it straight across the hallway into the bathroom. I take that energy, push it into the bathroom trash, grab that, kind of come through here, and I'll like sweep it out of my living room into the kitchen. All of it goes into the kitchen trash and I tie it up and it goes. So, and this is not like you have to go through and like, yeah, it doesn't need to take a lot of time. Seriously, what I do, like sometimes I'll do like the arm sweep like I just did there. Other times it's like, like I'm just going to grab this, because it's not a deep cleansing. If you really need to cleanse your house, this isn't the thing to do. And I love how my camera is bouncing because I'm moving. Old houses, yeah. It doesn't have to be this big, long, drawn out ritual. It's actually best if it's not, because the point is quick. Let's get the, the superfluous crappy energy out. And that way you also kind of know if you're just kind of living in a little cloud that got created earlier, like 5 bad minutes, and they tried to turn into, clouding up your whole house. Because oftentimes when I do little things like this, after that trash is out and I get a few minutes to kind of settle back into the house, and I'm like, okay, there's still some crappy energy, but it has to do with this. It's like, there's a chance it has nothing to do with what I thought I was pissy about. So it can be very clarifying. So I'm going to leave it at that for today, guys. I would love you guys to try this, see how it works for you, and let me know in the comments. If you are interested in a whole little, it's not a course exactly, it's a product on little things that you can do, these foundational magic things that are just easy and quick and just a little here and a little there, let me know. I am compiling a whole list of them, and the 5 that we are going over in the series will be in there, but I will be going into a lot of detail. And basically it's going to be in PDF form so that you can just pull it up and be like, what is one thing I can start doing around my house? What is one thing I can do at work to start just helping boost my energy and my magic and all of that stuff without it being a big deal? There are no, well, I'm not going to say there's no rituals or like spells or anything like that, but anything I put in there is like 5 minutes or less, guys. That's all you should have to do with this, and you're good. So if you would be interested in an entire downloadable PDF of things like that, let me know. It is only going to be $9. I'm going to pack basically as much information as I can think up in there, and it's quite a list already. And I really want to keep this cheap and easily accessible for everybody, and I really want to hear how it starts working out for you guys. If you're interested in that, drop your favorite like energy or magic or witchy gift below and I will send you a link. In the meantime, let me know how the trash thing works. The trash thing. And I will see you in tomorrow's video.